Hello and welcome once again, fellow gaming fans. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of Spirit Animal Survival. And you may notice a slight difference around here. For a start off, we are on a completely different beach. This is the starting area. Something's on fire and there's things flying through the air like rocks. That looks like a volcano. Oh my gosh. So basically there's been a big update. A week is a long time in gaming development. There has been a big update which has changed the terrain drastically, as you can see. So we've got this beach area here has been lowered. It looks rather better than it did previously. We've got enormous mangrove type tree there. Looks like a tropical kind of tree. We look like we might have possibly a volcano over there. This is like a totally different game. And from that point of view, we have unfortunately had to start off from nothing. Now, I've kept my armour, which is interesting, because I've got the same character, which means that I keep my armour, but apart from that, we have nada. We have absolutely nothing. We're back to nothing at all. So the good news is the frigate problem seems to have been fixed. I seem to be able to get off the frigate again. The bad news is we don't have a frigate. Or anything else for the moment, because I've had to restart. I did go into my old game save and all there was water. There was literally no land anywhere whatsoever, so starting again is what it is. So there's been loads and loads of changes. Obviously the way that the land renders, we can now pick up stones off the beach. You can't pick up vegetables and fruits off the beach anymore. There are now some fruit trees that you can pick things up. Can we pick up a starfish? Yes, but I'm not quite sure why we'd want to. Can we eat it? What is this? Ariel seashell. Well, they're pretty, aren't they? You know, when we get a base, maybe we'll actually be able to, you know, put those in it as decorative items. I don't know. That I can't pick. I'm going to have to punch something, aren't I, in order to get some wood. So let's punch a palm tree. We're starting out all over again. The FPS is a little bit better as well. I think that we've got sort of better optimization now. Let's see. We've got a few things in here, but we probably can't make a stone hatchet yet. No, because we need 2 logs or something. We already got 1. Palm trees, probably not the best for that. And then we can see if we can harvest something from these little bushes and plants that are around here as well. Yeah, it's now starting to hurt. Okay, that is not actually yielding anything. So is this tree one that I can't actually harvest? It looks like it, or maybe it's getting confused with the hitbox of the enormous tree, which I wouldn't imagine I could. Oh, there's something over there. We have got, there's a totem pole over here, so if we can stay in this area roughly, then we're going to be a bit, oh, you see, that is hurting me now, but there is nothing I can do about it. Okay, until I can make a hatchet, and I should be able to make one now. Good, there we are. I was punching a rock before. Was that tree made out of rock? Really? That's a bit strange. I seem to think that I was punching this rock. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Alright, so we're still going to have some bugs. Can I punch this skeleton as well? I don't know. That is not done yet. Alright, I want to see what's happening with that volcano. That's definitely a volcano because I can see some sort of lava or some fire there as well. The other thing that is new is that we now have 2 dragon mounts. You've seen this one. There it is. That's the, what is it? The Evil Overlord's Dragon Mount or whatever, which is kind of a big sort of fire-breathing beast. There we go. Yep, he's very proud of his fire-breathing skills there. But we now have an Undead Dragon Mount as well. If I could just find the key to activate that, because this is something that has been given to everybody who's playing the game. And it's this one. Way, there he is. Oh my word, he's so huge I can't actually see anything. He's occupying my entire field of view. He looks really amazing. He probably looks even more awesome from an outside perspective. He breathes fire too! Yay! So there we go. We have 2 undead dragon mounts now. Well, we have 1 undead and 1 not undead, presumably. So there we go. That's pretty cool. There we go. I just need to get used to what hotkeys they're assigned to. Now we should have an axe by this point. Axe. There it is. Good. So let's gather some materials. I've got axe in my hand. We've got a tree over there. We've got some trees over there. I just want to... There's an animal over there, which looks like it's just a deer. We can probably collect this dead wood. There we go. And then we should be able to get some water from there. Now, have I collected a water skin? I have, so I usually put those in there. Although the game does seem to sort of reassign these things. There we go, we've picked up a few more. I didn't actually intend to pick up quite that many. We've got 10 of them, never mind. Alright, here we go. Hatch it back, let's see, can we... I don't even really know what I'm hitting here. I think I'm hitting a plant, but I might not be. I might be hitting the rock behind it, or nothing at all. It might be indestructible, that plant. But boulder, we definitely want to hit this rock. Get some stone. Get some metal. Get a metal hatchet as soon as possible. There it goes. Now let's see if we've got any more. Look at this tree here. Power log. Yeah, power pear, log, stick, cherry. Yes, we're gathering stuff there. That's great. And we're going to have to get ourselves some food at some point, and we ain't going to get that from here. If I hit that deal with anything, not that I've got anything to hit it with at the moment, the karma system will kick in and bite me on the bum. So we're not going to do that because I'm not that hungry yet. So this game, actually, I kind of approve of the karma system because I've never been that comfortable with sort of fighting animals or people or anything in games that don't attack me first. So we're going to go into the forest. The plains is where you can find fruits and vegetables lying around, and presumably the bushes from which we can harvest them. Now, can I even get up this? Because this looks really, really steep. Kind of looks like, no, you shall not climb. Oh, actually, I shall. There we go. Now, is this... That's just terrain, right? Yeah, that's just terrain. We're not going to get anything out of that. Now, I'm not quite sure how much has changed, or by how much, so we're going to go a little bit cautiously here, because I can't actually see. Things do look an awful lot better. I am getting better FPS, not by a ton, but I'm certainly getting better FPS. It's running smoother than it did before, so that's nice. There's a shadow. Oh, that is a spider, actually. And there is something big and green on the horizon over there, and I kind of want to know what it is. I'm going to hop up to the top of this bit of terrain here, this hill. Oh my goodness me, it's taken all of my stamina so I get a really good view around. Okay, here we go. So obviously we've got our flying mounts, so we can very easily go to different parts of the world if we want to. But of course we are back to level 1. Pretty sure we're back to... Yeah, we're back to level 1, so we got to keep our armour. Excuse me, but we did not get to keep our levels. So we've got a volcano over there. Something tells me volcano at level 1, not a brilliant plan. So I'm going to test fly this baby here. Oh, there he goes. He's flying. Nice. There we go. Can't actually see his wings very much, really, because he's so massive. But we'll use that to check out what these green bushes here are. Okay. You can go. What is this? Rustic tater. Ooh, it's a proper potato plant. So for everybody who's been saying for a while, oh, it would be nice if we had proper bushes that we could harvest food from. Now apparently we can. We're just going to have to learn to recognise those plants, though they do seem to be visible from quite a long way away. So this is a potato. It actually does look a bit like a potato, so that's logical. We'll take that. And then there are still items lying on the floor itself as well, like so that turnip there. And we'll just gather what we can. So this game kind of, there is an argument, definitely. There's something over there too. We'll have that. Looks like corn or something. There is definite argument, definite place for being a vegetarian, I think, with the karma system and the fact that I'm level 1 and with my armour or without my armour, oh, I just ran out of stamina, I am likely to get myself killed quite easily. That said, there's not too much in the way of animals around here. There is now a maximum spawn limit for any given island. There's another corn plant. I think it's a corn plant, isn't it? Yeah. No, it's wheat. It's huge wheat. It's epically massive wheat to go with the enormous, gigantic frogs. Okay, so we're going to get some wood. As we know, we need tons of the stuff, so we may as well hit a few trees while we're here. But we probably want to hit some rocks and get ourselves a metal hatchet as soon as possible. And we could do with arming ourselves with something as well, just in case. Weapons. Now, at this point, obviously, we can't Can we make one of those? No, because we need to be level 2. Okay, we'll wait until, because we used to get those for free for finding a Growl tribe village, but I'm not sure if there's one around here. Okay, we can see all of these. Frozen Castle, the Wiandigo Temple, level 5. Hey, we can now see where stuff is, and what level it is as well, which means it's great. We're going to be able to head for the right kind of instances for our level. Obviously, I've got some leveling to do before I can even attempt the level 5 one now, because, you know, I'm no longer a lofty level 7 or whatever it was I'd achieved. Not that much, but hey, I know more about how the game works now, so that's good. And hopefully it'll stay sort of reasonably stable, so I'll be able to make a base and not lose it, but easy come, easy go, frankly, in the early development. Okay, that's enough trees for one day before we lose the will to live. Need some more boulders. Might just get our dragon friend back. Doesn't lie easy under the hand, that key. And he's not flying. You're not flying, pal, are you? Not really. Okay, must have done that wrong. There we go, now he's flying. He will just walk through the air without the animations if you're not careful. My, he's fast. He's very fast. Okay, right, let's have a little look around. Now, there's some cotton over there. We want that. We want cotton. Because cotton's very useful. Now, I don't think I can collect it from the back of a dragon, can I? Oh, actually, I can. Awesome. And there's obviously some... Oh, there's a plant. Is that a plant up there, or is that just some palm trees? I'm not sure. So... Oh, he can sprint too. That is nice. Oh my goodness, except he's now stuck on something. He can't jump, I don't think. No, he can bug out though. Okay, let's take that. And head over here. That, I think, is just some palm trees. Okay, he seems to have quite a slow rate of ascent. They may be banana palms, actually. You can collect bananas from these. Yes, we can! Awesome! That's 20 bananas. Lovely, I like it. I really like these new plants. That's great. And there's obviously some wheat over there as well. Quite a lot of it. But it's starting to get dark. At this point, I'm not feeling overly threatened or inclined to make a base in the shadow of the totem in the starting area, because the world does not seem like it's full of things that need to, you know, want to eat me. I mean, I know I'm going to eat my own words there, but right now, I feel like we could probably build a base pretty much anywhere. The idea of making a frigate is still appeals, because obviously that's a base that can move. But then again, and as I say, I think now I can, you know, I can start sailing it and stop sailing it. Look at these forests. Ooh, they look fantastic. Lots of lovely trees there. I think I can stop sailing it without it bugging out as well. So that is still possibly on the agenda, but it's going to take us a while to get... I've got 18 logs. After all the trees I've cut down today, I have 18 logs. Go me. So we might have to turn our sights a little lower to begin with. Let's see. We're not level 2 yet, so we can't make a metal hatchet. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, that's right. So once we level up, we're going to be able to make one of those, and that'll make life a little bit easier. So let's see if we can find somewhere, before we lose the light completely, let's see if we can find somewhere where a base might be useful, because we can make ourselves a majestic totem pretty easily. I don't think that we've got any requirements, really. We need to go in here. And then if we type in totem, there we go. This one here, we need gold ore, and we've only got one. So we need to hit some more rocks then. So before we do anything else, we need to hit some more rocks. The beaches are supposed to be a safer zone, but they also don't tend to have anything much on them. The starting zone presumably has a marker, but I'm not entirely certain that it does. It should have. It should have. But I'm not sure where it is. Starting area over here, of course, it has a little starting portal marker like the one in our UI. Oh my word! Okay, let's overfly this volcano as well, just for the drama. I might go slightly to the side, just in case flying debris can kill me, because that would not be particularly cool. But the volcano with the sunset. Oh, that was a little bit of an abrupt pop. The volcano with the sunset is pretty cool, I have to say. Wow, okay. Where is this volcano? It's over there. Okay, it's a bit further away than it seems. So it's not too close to the starting area, which is probably a good thing. Look at those fires at the base of it. The trees on fire. I think that's a banana palm. It's glowing a little bit. Wow, okay. I don't want to get too close to that because all things being equal, it should hurt, shouldn't it really? So we'll get away from that for the time being. And I'm just going to head back to the starting area just because I don't really know what else to do at this point so much. And it's dark, so we can't really see. I will make a torch. Tools, please. No. There. Torch. Craft. Okay, and that'll take for most of the night to actually craft, bizarrely, because the night, unless it's been changed again, the nights only last 2 minutes now in game, so they're not very long at all. We've got a dead tree there, which presumably we can. There we go. Do we get logs and sticks off that? Ah, now the dead wood is quite good because if you're just wanting logs and sticks, it won't give you any of the other stuff. Just the logs and sticks. So that's nice to know. And also logical. And then we'll hit this because we can get another gold ore. There we go. We've got another gold ore. So we can make ourselves a new hatchet. Would be good. Can I make one of these yet? No, I can't. So we're going to have to rough it with a stone hatchet because we're only halfway to level 2. And we haven't made a torch yet either. And then we can make ourselves a totem. But we're going to have to decide somewhere to put that in slot 2 for the moment, and my axe will go with slot 1. We're going to have to decide on somewhere to set ourselves up a little base. And what's going to be the best way of doing that? Well, the planking parts I just found it quite difficult when I was building out of planks. I found that quite difficult actually, because it was quite frustrating trying to get them to sort of slot together properly. So I'm not sure I want to use those. Besides which, we've kind of been there and done that. There are probably some areas where we could build a fairly nice big flat base, and we should probably head for those. Now on the old map they were marked with a shovel, but I think probably this new map has been made with that in mind. And part of me says, wherever that jungle, what Wiandigo Temple level 5 is, we should sort of head in that direction in order to. But we're not level 5 yet, so we're going to have to sort of hang fire a little bit on that and be a bit more patient, I think. But yeah, I think maybe with buildings, we maybe get a prefabricated building. Obviously, cement is not going to happen for ages. So let's have a little look in here. Now, not all of these buildings will do very well for, or maybe we should just make ourselves another frigate. It's not as if we've really got very much use out of that, is it? So we're going to have to make ourselves a bunch of rustic rope because it's going to take quite a bit of that. So we'll start, I think, collecting for a frigate. I'll just put that in here. We need, there we are, we need 300 metal and 300 log and 30 rustic rope. Okay, so we're going to have a few rustic rope. So we can fly around easily and identify cotton plants, so it should be fairly easy to get cotton. Whoa, they are flying a long way. I hope they don't do damage if they hit me. Makes sense if they did, but all the same. I don't fancy being killed by a flying rock. A bit difficult to see them coming when you're mining a stone. So we're going to gather a lot of rock, and this grinding I did off camera last time, but I think you appreciate we just have to start all over again this time. And I will do some grinding off camera as well to see if we can make ourselves a frigate, because if we can get that going, then we're sort of more or less on a par with where we were before. Can I have this tree, please? Yes. Good. Because there wasn't very much to our previous base, really. That, you see, that palm tree is part of the big tree, isn't it? Doesn't look like it, but it is. Right, we better have something to eat, because otherwise I'm going to die of starvation. So what have we got in here? We've got lots of limes, got lots of rustic taters, we've got bananas and things as well. I'll just put the rustic taters in there. They're probably, you know, not... Did I just eat one? I think I did. I didn't hear the chewing. Okay, I didn't hear any chewing, but we definitely ate one. That's good. And then we want my axe back. Here we go. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be... I don't fancy eating potatoes raw, but till we can cook them. And we need a campfire for that, of course. There we go. Alright, so what I'll do, I think I'll put a little campfire at the base of this totem here. And then we've got that there. And I might build a chest and put that there as well. So, let's get rid of that. Find our fire. There it is. Craft. And then we need a box or a chest of some sort as well. That way I can put things into it. Oh gosh, we need to be level 3. Well, we're going to have to do some grinding before we can do that. But then if I can make a chest as soon as possible, then I can put my... Can I rope not stack? Yes, it can. I can put things into it, which means that we're going to be able to save things. And then even if I do die, it's not going to be a major disaster. But for the moment... Okay, I'm still making rope. Right, the campfire's going to have to wait for the time being. Alright, this is where having a dragon is useful. We can use it to find what we need. And what we need is rocks, trees, and cotton. Now, there's lots of trees around. That is not a problem. Cotton is a little bit more difficult to find. Generally being rarer, but you can spot it from a long distance away as well. Now that's a potato plant, so I might actually grab that if my dragon does get stuck on the terrain. Come on, pal. There you go. Off we go again. That's another potato plant. Okay, we'll gain a little bit of height here and then have a bit of a look around. Any cotton visible. It can hide among trees a little bit, or it used to anyway. I don't know if that's changed now. There's some wheat there I can see. I like the way that these plants are. They're big because they need to be visible, I guess, from a distance. And they are visible, and they're also identifiable from a distance too. So that's kind of good. There's a rock here. That's good. There's no cotton I can see though. Well, let's get some trees. Sorry for the grind, but this has got to be done. Yay, I've reached level 2. So grinding is useful for something then. As well as gathering materials, it does help us to level, which means we should be able to make ourselves a metal axe now. We've got 156 metal, which is quite cool. Craft, there we go. And we're going to need some more metal, of course. We're going to need 3. It's going to take the longest time for us to actually craft, get the wood together that we need, I think. Hopefully we'll be able to find enough cotton to make 30 rustic rope, but I just need to fly around a bit more to find some of that, I think. In the meantime, I'll try and gather a few more logs. And if I can find dead wood on the beaches, of course, that's a more sure way of getting logs too. So let's get our dragon back. In fact, let's get our other dragon, because this guy seems to be a bit smaller. And from that point of view, I might actually be able to see past Yacy. I can see him better. My field of view is better on this dragon. So I will stick to him for the time being. Otherwise, he flies very much the same. So there's boulders on the headlands, quite a lot of them. But let's see if we've got any dead wood lying around on the beach for faster log collection. Aha! I spot a cotton plant. So we'll have that, and then there's some trees nearby. So we'll chop those down as well. I haven't found any dead wood, unfortunately. So there we go, cotton. Now, how much can I make out of that? How much rope can I make out of that? 6, I think. There we go. And my metal axe looks like a stone axe. I can't remember if it used to look like a stone axe before. I thought the metal axe looked like a metal axe, but at the moment it seems to look like a stone axe. One assumes that it is not a stone axe and will have a better durability. It seems to have, so it seems to be acting like a metal axe, which is good, but it seems to have the wrong first person model. Okay, so we'll gather a few of these. We get the odd log, but not that many considering the size of the trees. Okay, we've now got 53 logs, so that is some pretty good progress right there. And my metal axe, I hesitate to say this, but my metal axe doesn't seem to be losing any durability whatsoever. So it's definitely bugged out at the moment, but in my favour. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. I'm sure it will be fixed soon enough. So yeah, we've got 53 logs, so that is definitely the grindiest part of the process. I've made myself a pickaxe, and I might just put it there, and then we'll have our torch in the third slot. Now what we do need is a weapon as well. Wooden spear, iron spear, level 2 copper ore. We need more copper ore, so we're in search of some boulders now, and I'll just get my little dragon back, littler dragon. And there's a tree on fire. Oh no, that must be the volcano over there as well. Okay, so let's look out for some boulders, and we'll take those out. We'll see if we can get ourselves some copper ore, but also we need metal. We need more metal as well, because we need 300 metal in order to make our frigate. Oh look, birds! How cute! Now I'd read that these were being introduced. These are like budgies. We have a flock of budgies, or some sort of parakeets anyway, being introduced to various parts of the map, and I suppose it depends on where you are as to what you're going to see, so they really give some life to the sky. Though what they're doing flapping merrily around a gigantic dragon is anybody's guess. They're not very bright, obviously, but I don't think it's possible to eat them anyway, so they're just there for the scenery. Well, that's no fair. That one just keeps disappearing and reappearing in front of my face. At no angle can I approach it and hit it. Oh, I can from this angle. Okay, well, let's make it disappear officially, shall we? And then we should have enough ore to make ourselves our first weapon. So at least I'm not running around feeling like I'm completely unarmed. Though at the moment, has to be said, not feeling any threat whatsoever. Really not seeing much in the way of creatures at all. So I don't know if there's a limit to their spawning and whether they just kind of don't spawn in for quite some time. Though we've already got all the metal that we require. Now what we really need is cotton and wood. So we're going to have to do some serious searching, or yours truly is going to have to do some serious resource grinding, just hitting trees. The trees are not a problem. They're everywhere. It just takes the time to cut them, enough of them down to get 300 logs to our name. And the cotton is just a question of spotting it, really. It's quite easy to spot from a distance, but there's not that much of it around, so it's just looking. So patience for both resources, really. But we don't need that much more of it, I don't think, anyway. I've got 18, right, so we need twice as much again. The same amount again, really, to have enough of the stuff. But meantime, what I'm going to do is we're going to head back to the starting zone, which is over here. That's it. And we're going to set up a little temporary campsite just until we can make ourselves a frigate. We've got a big blank spot where the volcano is supposed to be. Okay. We're going to head back to there, and then that way we know where it is, because at the moment I could place a totem, but there's not much point when we're planning on making a frigate and going mobile anyway. Now that we know we can, we should probably make a little... I can probably fish off the side of the frigate, actually, for food. So it's probably a good idea to just make a fishing rod when I can and fish from the side of that. Oh, cotton. Lovely. We'll have that on our way back. Oh, yeah, look, there's the shadow of my dragon. It's very much walking, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. We're back at our starting area. We've got a campfire in here somewhere, or we should have. There it is. And we've also got a weapon. Excellent. So I'm going to place my campfire down here. We can very easily and cheaply make one of these. Bam, there we are. Make one of those to put on board our frigate as well. I'm going to move my torch to slot 4. And that's slot 3. And we need to make some more rope. We've got, could probably make 6 more out of what we've got there. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 is what it is. So one of those bushes equals 6. So we don't need to find too many more of those. I don't really need that at the moment. But I might have a couple more rustic taters. I don't know. Can I make anything with the ingredients that I have at the moment? I'm not entirely sure if I can. This one is beat rustic dictator. Okay, well I don't think we've got any beats, so that's not really going to work. Let's see. Did I just drop that on the floor? No, I don't think I did, but I'm not sure. Right, this one. That's just, you can't cook anything with it at all, so I'll just hotbar that actually. Pear and cherry. No, cherry and lime. There we go. We know we can make something with cherry and lime. That said, I think it's a hydration one rather than... Oh, I've put that the wrong way around. You have to get these right way around, and I have to put a lime first, cherry second. There we go. Okay, so that's crafting that. Might get some experience as well, I'm not entirely sure. And that should go there. There we go. Alright, obviously we've got absolute tons of straw. I'm just going to keep that in my inventory for the time being. I basically have to babysit this fire, because if I log out while this lot's cooking, then, you know, we'll lose it all. Basically, we'll lose the ingredients, we'll lose the food, because this is not a persistent server. Okay, guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this episode. It's perhaps been a slightly long one. Oh, hello, this guy's got a little bit strange there for some reason, I'm not quite sure why. But I think you agree that the world looks an awful lot nicer. I don't think it's going to be long. I will do my best to gather the resources we need for a frigate for the next episode, so we're not kind of feel like we're starting from scratch completely, and then we'll hopefully place that frigate and then go on our journey just like we planned to do all along. But I think it's really helpful that now on the compass bar at the top, we can now see what we've got in terms of instances and everything. Hot lava, that would be the volcano then, and then we've got above. Does that even say what it is? Not particularly. And the sewer, level 30, so you can see instances and you can see what level they are. The frozen castle doesn't tell me what level it is, but I like the fact that I can see the level 5 one, because that means we can head there and we can do our first instance at level 5, because I've never been quite sure which direction to head in for that. Okay guys, so I'm gonna see if this is done. No, it's not, but it nearly is actually. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know. There we are. Nice. And I'll have those back too. Hit the like button and let me know. Also feel free to leave me your comments if you play this game. Let me know what you think of the update and the progress as well, because presumably anybody is going to have had to start a new game again, otherwise it would have had the amusing consequences that I found. And I do hope you join me in the next episode. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.